Hello and welcome to another installment of the JomezPro Final 9. We are in Spring, Texas at Spring Valley Golf and Disc Golf Course. I'm joined here with my brother, Chris Gomez. Thanks for joining me.
Man, I am excited to finally get to do one of these with you. A little nervous, but very excited.
Yeah, I mean, this is awesome to be doing commentary together. This is our first time actually doing commentary together, so I guess we need some kind of name.
Well, I guess with our powers combined, we can be JomezPro.
JomezPro, that's awesome. That's perfect. Yeah, so you were really instrumental in helping us get this set up, seeing as you're from the area. You've lived in the area for a while, and you've been a member of Northside Chain Gang. Or how long have you been active with these guys?
Yeah, about the last 4 years. 2013 is kind of when I got really active with these guys. And Spring Valley has a league that lasts about 30 weeks out of the year, so being in Texas is great. And this is Power 1 of our course. Spring Valley has 28 disc golf holes. 18 of those are your general holes, and then Power 9 is the ball golf holes.
Nice. And here is you announcing our players for us. And first up we have Bradley Williams.
Yeah, he actually played this blind, so he just threw this the first time because we played the Finesse 18 to make it into the Final 9. So he throws a nice flippy disc here, and then just really puts it where you need to be because the hole is essentially a long Anheuser shot, so you really just got to set up your upshot.
Yeah, because that road is going to be OB to the left, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and then second we had Sean Fuller.
Yeah, Sean is about 950 rated. He's a really good competitor with me in the advanced division, but he knows his course fairly well, and he is from the Spring area, so he's pretty regularly in the league as well.
Yeah, so just like you said, just kind of a nice Annie or just a swing shot, as long as it doesn't dump out left.
Yeah, you really don't want to put a roller out here because you risk going OB, and we may see some of that actually. But Joey Hinkle's next. He is from the Conroe area, which is north of this area, and he's about 990 rated, and I've got to watch him go from 930 to 990 in the last 3 or 4 years. Learned a lot from him.
Awesome.
He's actually taking a background. We made that front tree a Mando just to kind of protect Power 9. But he likes to kind of go to the back route and go directly to the basket from that other side.
Well, as long as you end up in the open, I mean, it can't be a bad spot.
Yeah, and again, you want to get as much distance as you can without letting any of the hazards come into play. Ryan Dach, a buddy of mine, actually kind of helped introduce him to the game. I like to say I taught him everything he knows, but he's kind of further surpassed me in some of the areas. This is his flippy factory second destroyer. And I think that probably is a result of being on the JomezPro Final 9, to be honest.
He just got a little nervous. He's probably used to that shot and does really well with it otherwise. And this fifth is our wild card winner, Justin Ellsworth, who actually would have made it anyways by score.
Yeah, because the 3, 4, and 5 are actually there's a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
And we did a throw off. And he's actually our ex-president of the Northside Chain Gang, which he still gets a lot of presidential amenities and such. So pretty easy little flick there. Just a little bit more distance to cover. And here I think again he just probably misjudged the distance and like he probably flicked probably a chainsaw there. Ryan's taking his OB shot there with looks like a Star AVR 3, which highly recommend those discs. See, he's on the back side there, so he's going to flick up to the basket.
Like a rock or some sort of mid-range similar to that.
And, of course, he does it amazingly and gets the leaner for 2.
Yeah, and I think this is a gateway target.
It is.
I can't remember what they're called, but I definitely have seen them before.
Yeah, don't see them much, so not exactly one of our favorite baskets, but it's nice because this is actually a par 5 generally, but we broke up power 1 to a 1A and 1B, and this is 1A. So that's why it's a par 3 today. And Sean with an easy upshot there. Drop in 3.
It's kind of a fast green with that little sandy, like hard pack type. But you guys are kind of used to that type of terrain out here, it seems like.
Justin making a great run to try to save that circle 4.
No, he stayed in bounds. Ryan went OB.
You're right. Ryan saves his circle 4.
Yeah, that's a nice save right there. Especially on the first hole. That was his first putt of the day, and he was able to sink it.
Yeah, I think he's just, again, a little nervous on the drive, but gets the putt. Bradley for 3.
Ooh.
Pretty standard. About 10-20 rated, so putting is a big factor and takes care of the hole there. And John, nice drop in.
There's Andy and Michael in the back. Andy is the owner.
Right, Don and Andy Young own Spring Valley, and great to have them be big supporters of disc golf in the area and helping it really grow in conjunction with the Northside Chain Gang.
All right, so to start it out, we got 3 pars and 2 bogeys.
Here's the other half of the general Power 1 hole, Power 1B. As you see there, it's fairly short, but you do have a pond that's a little deceiving. It doesn't look like it's only 250 feet away, so you really want to get something. I typically throw a Star Rock 3 kind of up high towards that tree on the right and let it come in. Some will run straight at it. So we'll see some different things here. Looks like Bradley's taking a Luster AVR 3 maybe. And he probably went a little too direct, but that tree helps give him a straight shot.
Nice.
So Sean's throwing a putter.
We got to flip up pretty nice. Still a little bit direct, but that's
Nice
not
shot.
bad. 15 feet.
Yeah.
And so this course plays like the golf and disc golf play once, alongside each other, right? They don't have to
Yes.
like shut down one side for the other guys to play. Or
No,
something.
well, it was kind of cool. Like during the weekends, it's the ball golf area is just ball golf, but during the week, the disc golfers have the right of way, so that's kind of nice. So when we do our
Okay.
league, we get to have access to that. Here's Ryan throwing. I think it was a putter, and unfortunately, sawed it off a little early.
AVR 3 again.
Justin's game is flicking, and so we're gonna see that here on the forehand.
That's a nice flick line though. Just get around there, and as long as you get around the pond, I mean,
Yeah.
a little bit wide, but
A little deep, but again, wide open putt. The whole thing here is that basket actually got fallen. A tree had fallen on it during that flood, so the near side actually is bent a little bit, but that'll be replaced before Texas State's. This is one of the sites. The first and third round for the pros will be held here at Spring Valley, so you'll see some new and improved, probably mock X's.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Bradley
Yeah,
making an easy 3 from about 25, 30 feet out there.
That was birdie. Yeah, he hit the tree off the drive.
That's right.
Fell short.
And he even took the side with the smaller target with the bent.
Yeah, because this, I'm sure this property got hit pretty hard with the hurricane.
Yes.
Wasn't this all pretty much underwater?
If you remember where they teed off from, they would have actually been in the water still.
Wow.
And so they went very high. So it recovered fairly well. They did a great job of cleaning it up.
That's awesome.
Not very typical from Joey and Justin on the putting there, but again, JomezPro does something to you in those nerves.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You want to be on video, but then all of a sudden it becomes pretty real. And I honestly can't even say I know what that's like, so I can't say much to that. But
If you notice, Sean didn't even use chains. That was probably the best play right there. Just get the nerves out there.
yeah,
So these guys are just cleaning up their shots. Obviously a little disappointing. Should be a drop in 2, and again, just a little bit of that pressure gets to you. But again, you walk away and go to the next hole. Did get a couple birdies, a couple pars, and of course Justin just a little ugly on the putts, but he'll recover. This here is Power 2's tee box, and we're actually going to Power 4's basket. So typically it's straight ahead to your left, but we're actually taking a big hard right. We do this in our league every once in a while, so this is just a different little bit layout just to kind of give them more challenge and just another bomb hole. So this creates the need to set up your upshot here. So that path there is not OB since it's in play in the fairway. So Bradley, again, playing these power holes kind of blind here. But
yeah, I do remember he kind of got up, walked up to that water right there, just about that far, and just kind of gave him an idea of where it was, and then he got in his head about where the basket was, and then he ends up with a really good shot. I mean, that kind of roller gets you all the way up in that tree line.
Yeah, and again, there's a little bit of water there, and sometimes it does happen. People will throw short there, and then that path on the left is OB. But as you see, Sean just
That is a
nice turnover disc, Annie, and just slides it. Oh, pops it right in there. But again, not really penalizing him there. It's just still got a gap there to lay it up.
Yeah, I mean, a 3's a great score. You'd have to have an insane drive or a throw in for a 2.
Yeah. Joey kind of doing the same thing here. Hopefully it flattens out. And that's just fine. It's a little short, but again, Joey's mastered those upshots. Looks like Ryan's going to give this factory second destroyer another opportunity to redeem itself. And definitely makes the improvement there. And
That's crazy. I've never seen that. You flip the disc over.
Yeah, I think Joey probably dogged him a little bit, so he got him back there. And Justin flex it. Early release, and luckily he stayed out of the water.
Yeah, it's safe.
So he could save this. Let's see.
Something.
Again, yeah, the distance is really what kills him there. I think he can get it up there, but the distance really kind of hurt there.
It's kind of a tough upshot with the low ceiling.
Right. So you definitely want to get out to that left side, where even if it's way out. And Ryan, nice little upshot there, about 20 feet out. Essentially playing the same line as Ryan did, and then he made it the adjustment from Ryan.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Touched the pole for the second upshot of the day already, hitting the pole.
I think he's throwing a condor here. Is that correct?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw him throw a condor more than once.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to see what he can do with the condor. A nice little up there. Just take your medicine, as you say, and
get
the shot in. Bradley's a kind of a long run at a birdie here.
Yeah,
and right over the top.
Yeah, with his Nova, he's really confident with those things.
Yeah.
I know that he bags at least 2 of them, so he has a couple that do different things. And
Brian got the 3 you need to get. Again.
Yep, 3's a great score.
And Bradley gets the return, saves the par.
Yeah, he ran a little long, but he knows he's got those comebacks with the inside the circle. So
yeah, these other 3 guys will just do a little drop ins here. Even putts with the condor. Very versatile disc there. I'm sure he probably grabbed a few of the star condors that just came out for a little more stability. Justin putting in the 4, I think. Yeah, they won't stroke him for that. He's, again, ex-president, so.
Who are we waiting on? There he is.
Yeah, Joey.
You just want everybody to wait on him.
Yeah, he wants more camera time, looks like. All right, so everybody parred. Again, Justin just got unlucky with that early release, and so good second shot to give him just the easy drop in for in the third. Okay, so power 4 here. I'm sorry, power 5 on the ball golf course. Pretty open, 420. On the right-hand side, the cart path is OB. The green is actually OB as well. That left side there, sometimes when there's water, it will be OB, but it's pretty dry. And then deep. Not many people go deep on this, but there is water back there. Sometimes you get a roll down there, and it's just not much of a putt. So, let's see what Bradley does here.
He's probably just throwing a little bit of a flippy destroyer.
Yeah. If you can get it to drop quickly, then you won't go down that hill, but not bad. It's just kind of a strange footing since he's not up top.
And seeing how he was playing it blind, it's kind of tough to pin it right. But
right. And you don't want to crank it so much you hit that right side tree. So
yeah, and like you said, the green's back there too. So if you go too straight, he'd be OB out there on the golf green.
Here's Sean kind of with the same line here. Hopefully he gets up top, and great distance just again.
Yeah, it's just so fast once you get up there.
Yeah, you really want to swing it right and just hope that it stays away from the green. See if Joey makes an adjustment watching those other 2 guys kind of give him with the win. And again, there's that tree that you want to swing a little wider. That's what he tried to do, but he got a little too far to the right. But again, wide open, easy 3. I think Ryan's throwing, like he's throwing his Wraith. And he turned that over. He's got a lot of torque on his shots. He can really torque the disc. But I guess that stayed in. I know it was pretty close today that we saw, but I guess we'll double check that. I didn't see anybody put up the OB line, so it's like maybe okay.
So again, I guess Justin likes to go around the tree.
Yeah.
Especially like you said, there's no water down there.
Right.
So As long as you get around it, it's pretty easy 3.
Yeah, it's just, and there's not too much risk on the going for the 2. Again, as long as you just don't sail too far back behind it where there's really no putt.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like.
So I can't remember for sure. We'll see on the score. I honestly don't remember if he stayed in or not, but either way, I know that's his S-line P2.
Yeah.
Probably just a tad more stable than the AVR 3.
Joey here.
Ooh.
Yeah, again, I think he's close enough that he should be able to get that. But. And
Outside
Bradley
the circle.
Nailed it. Nice shot, Bradley. Not the clearest footing, and he makes the adjustment with the straddle putt.
Yeah.
And hyzers it right in, straight into the chains there. Got the first SloMez of the day. And Sean with
Wow.
a birdie as well. Another straddle again just because of the footing. Did the right thing of doing the straddle there. Good job, Sean. Joey putting in the 3.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like you said, I mean, it gets down there, but that's no more than 15 feet. Just.
Yeah, it's just a straight back to the right if you see that. I've been there, and it's just a gamble. Ryan getting his 3, and then looks like Justin will finish us up here with 3 for the president. Ex-president, excuse me. All right, so we're 4 holes in. Yeah. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. He's having a good time. He got over at the first couple holes there. So 2 birdies and 3 pars. Again, we love to get the birdie there, but you're glad just to get the par and stay in bounds. All right, here we have Finesse 14. This is our actual ball golf part of the, disc golf part of the course. We have a long and a short, and I think we played the longs during the round, and this is actually the shorts for the actual hole for the final 9.
Yeah, because I know during the qualifying round it was 60 feet further or something.
Yeah.
On the next opening maybe.
Yeah, this is probably a mid-range or a good maybe overstable putter on an Annie or something, but Bradley kind of does that little easy hyzer line, miss those trees, and nice. And that was a good help there.
Gosh, it's so hard and fast. It's like it's hard to make it sit.
Is that a Mako there? Glow Mako maybe?
Yeah, like a glow Mako.
Yeah, had a lot of movement on that whole line there.
Uh-oh, is this another condor?
No. It's a yellow disc.
It almost looked like a bigger disc. Maybe not. Maybe it's just something else. But
and that's not too bad there. Again, he did get past those trees, so let's probably get a little bit more on that. But it does go downhill, so you have to be really careful that once it slides, it doesn't just go flying by. And I think this is Joey's Champion Rock 3. And then you can tell the stability on it. And it just got a little too much height, and so it stalled out there. I think this is his Rock X3. I believe that's a Jomez disc, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, that's SloMez stamp Rock X3.
Yep.
Still pretty beefy.
And it is. Again, you want to turn that thing over a little bit more if you're going to go at it.
Yeah, it's got to be tough to be in those trees like that. You're just kind of having to find it out just to get your 3 most likely. Cause
I think that's Justin's T-Bird, and that thing has a lot of aces on it. And so probably a few out here as well, if I'm not mistaken. There's Mama T, that's his wife, as he calls her, and good bid on trying to save the birdie there.
You're
Mr.
right.
Dach.
Kind of in jail.
And he hits it.
Nice.
Gets a
Look at
SloMez there.
this. Through the trees,
really
nicked
no
a couple
shot there.
branches, caught the last chain, and it flips in. That's amazing.
Shot Ryan.
What a great putt.
That SloMez there. Sean, a little straddle there. Half straddle.
So
Gets the
direct.
bird.
He hyzers it, but it hits right on the pole. It's a really good putt.
Yeah. And Joey here, kind of in the same area where Ryan was, but a little more to the right, a little more open. Again, that's not very typical of Joey. He usually hits those. Right, just got a little bit low there. Again, it's slightly downhill, so he may just misjudge that slope a bit. Joey tries to teach me how to putt, which I should be taking pointers from him because that's a little bit of my weak area. So I like to learn a little bit from him. So he has a good putt. And that just, like I said, unlucky on that putt earlier. Still gets the par, and then Justin par because that nice upshot. So now we're going to our 6th hole. First we have par birdie, par birdie, par. And our
So if you
6.
look, Joey and Ryan are actually tied right now on the scoreboard.
Yeah. This is finesse 15. This is just the very next hole. Super tight. You got that pawn is actually OB. It's a mark, so it's so that way if you're inside the markers, you're OB. And so the creek is on our left-hand side. Sometimes when you do a nice little skip to the basket, if it gets up and over, it'll fall into that creek and you're OB. But this is the short pin here. The long pin, probably for states if we play it, will be on the top of that hill and towards the back. I think it's a caltrop he's got there.
Oh.
Yeah, and again, it seems open, but there are all those trees.
Yeah.
Will guard it just right. Here's the star AVR3 again. SloMez, see if it works out for him. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
He's probably 15 feet. Probably needs a straddle to make
It's
an
tough
effort
to
at
use
it.
the ground play because there's so many roots, but
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you can keep it on a hyzer, I guess it can get through some of that.
You notice all these guys are throwing putters so far, so it's kind of the play there. And
Wow.
nice run there.
That was almost an ace run.
Yeah.
Maybe a Luster P2?
Yeah, that's probably what that is there.
Or I'm not sure if they call it Luster in Discmania for sure, but
Yeah. Looks like Joey's going with his Star Rock 3 again. Sorry, Joey, if I'm mislabeling that disc, but I think that's what it is.
yeah, it looks like I got one just like it. So I
And
think
pin
that's
high,
what it is.
and it slides back a little bit.
Nice.
Probably 12 feet out. And Mr. President. It's like a lot of signatures on that disc, too.
Yeah.
I think he's got about 50 aces.
Wow.
And probably half of those here at Spring Valley. Just maybe not that many, but again, he knows the course really well. Stalls out there.
Well, now he's got the condor out.
Yeah. Just flexing it over. A little flippy, but
Yeah, a
again,
little much, but
he's been making putts like that today. He's pretty much right on with Bradley, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're kind of neck and neck.
yeah.
Just has to play low and just kind of
It's tough.
slide to the right there. Bradley for the birdie. Just change out slightly to the left. Again, that's a slightly uphill putt as well. He likes that little hyzer release right on the pole.
He's hyzering it right on it. You could make it on any basket, really. With
Yeah.
a bullseye basket or anything, if you can put right on the pole like that and low.
Makes it's quick to drop in. Here's Ryan with, I believe this is a birdie putt.
Oh, nice.
Yep, got it.
And he hit the big one last hole, and he's really feeling good right now.
He's been working on his straddle putt, and I think that kind of helped there since he had to get around that tree. Barely drop in par.
Joey's just waiting for his turn.
Yeah, do that drop in birdie.
What
He
happens when you
has.
park it and no one else
Yeah.
gets close?
There you go, Justin. I think Justin got a bogey on that, right? Because I think he had a shorter. Oh no, it was a par. That's right.
Sean was the one.
Sean's the one that kicked the tree earlier.
Yeah,
And
but
Joey
he saved the par.
with the bird. Yeah. Okay, now I think we're going back out of the finesse holes. This is a finesse hole that's next, but this is what we call our transition hole, transition 15. So this is actually between 6 and beside Power 7. And so we just kind of go past Power 6's box, and it's just a little run with that creek on the right-hand side, which is OB. And then it's fairly straight. It just doesn't look like it off the tee because of those two trees right there.
Uh-huh.
And then that path is an OB, but the further to the left path is OB, and of course
Okay.
you see the creek. I had an R-Pro dart in there for about 4 years, and actually Sean actually found it for me, so now it's back in the bag. Here's
Yeah.
Ryan Dach with the...
Yeah, he's still on the AVR3 off the tee.
Yeah, that's a
You
slow
need to
mez,
skip.
so you see good things with that thing.
Yeah, just a little low.
Right.
But he hit the gap, which is pretty important. You don't want to... I'm sure you can get some pretty bad kicks one way or the other on this hole.
Yeah, just
Well,
like that,
kicking
but
left
again...
isn't bad. Kicking right into that creek obviously would be really bad.
Sure.
Or going
So-
early, but...
Here's the condor,
Condor
off the tee.
Flipped it up nice.
Really pretty shot,
Wow,
and
missed it.
just
Oh.
hits that tree. But again, he's
That's all
got,
right,
got a
that's-
good putt.
Yeah, that was nice.
Here's Brad, I think, with that Mako again.
No,
Oh, no,
that's
it's
an MD3,
yeah.
a Eagle MD3.
Right,
They can cut it
And-
short. It's
yeah.
just tough to cut that last tree
right.
short. It's a good tree though. It makes you play it exactly like you need to.
A lot of signatures on that disc. I think he threw that one earlier.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to a little flex it out, and he's not in the water, but it's a really tough upshot.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. He's got to play like.
Yeah.
Oh hard Annie, but look at that. I mean,
Good
he
save,
executes it very well.
These short holes are frustrating not to get those birdie. Here's Ryan for his long birdie.
Oh,
Nails it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Doing it for the SloMez.
With the McPro AVR.
Yeah. It's a little bit of flex on that.
Yeah. Nice hat. Man, that's 3 birdies in a row.
Yep.
And 2 of those were some
SloMez's,
some big birdies. Like, those weren't gimmies at all. The throw-ins, essentially. Here we go, Bradley.
Yeah.
He had split the trees.
Just a little short.
Slow. He had the flex right.
Yeah. Sean almost with the
There
same
goes
shot.
Sean. Ooh,
Yeah,
man,
just
he
didn't have
really
enough.
is dialed in, though. It's just a little short, but you can tell he's aiming right at the center pole.
Looked like he maybe got the nose up, so it didn't get to quite glide as much as he wanted. Joey disappointed because I know he usually birdies that quite a bit, and so yeah, again, doesn't feel good to get pars on this. You're like, man, I wanted to run that, set it in there, and drop my birdie.
Oh, he tried.
Yeah,
Almost.
it's twice that Bradley's used that sidearm technique to put those drop ins in.
Oh, look at you
who's that
stepping
guy?
off Ryan's
yeah,
putt.
that was like 85 feet. I'm kidding. It's probably about 65 feet.
Jerry was trying to see what he was up to. And I know it says a 2, but Joey obviously 3'd it.
Yeah.
Ryan was the only 2, which is insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, he's tied with Bradley for the final 9 on score. And I think Sean's actually beating everyone. He's at 3 down for the final 9. So this is our only par 4 of the final 9 is this hole 8. This is power 8, correct?
Power 8, 656 feet. There is a Mando on the right. We'll probably see that off the tee box. Obviously, that path on the left is OB. That pond may come into play depending on how you do it. Some people will try to throw kind of a roller on that Mando, maybe go to the right and try to do the back way, but we don't see that too much. But you see the Mando on that tree on the right. Ryan using that destroyer again. That's a little flippy.
Yeah.
And hopefully it flexes around.
He's still just cranking it a bit too much, but I mean,
not too bad.
In this hole, as long as you get away from a tree where you're not gonna like have to, it doesn't affect your throw. I mean, it's probably fine.
Yeah, you want to be more on the left over here, ideally, just because it's so skinny at the straight shot, and you want to give yourself more opportunity to get around that pond. I think this is the one that Sean threw off the first hole. Again, a little bit of flex, see if it can flatten out.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, because you definitely don't want it to dump out left and have a flirt with OB or too far left and make it harder on the upshot. But at the same time, it's tough to keep from cranking it too hard.
Hopefully, Bradley going with the roller.
Miss it.
Yeah. And you love getting over that right there. If you can get over that, you feel really good.
Bounced right over it.
And probably a little too far right from the tee box than you want to be, but again, he's over that.
But the distance he got was really good.
Here's Justin with another disc full of signatures.
And that's a good shot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Get out there in the open. Maybe, like you said, maybe you want to be a little more left off the tee, but
this is a tough birdie to get just because of the water in play. So
yeah, you're
good with the 4.
Long, slow turn. And this has been a little too quick.
Oh, and went in the water.
Found the pond.
Almost got to the edge.
Yeah.
To be dry, but it turned over too much. I don't think he expected to turn over that much. And then Justin, which a flick is a perfect upshot for this because you can skip around that pond and hopefully to the basket.
It's a nice, fast fairway right there. There you go, Ryan. He's going to be looking to do the same thing.
Yeah. I think
kind
that
of
was a
keep it
mid.
high. Yeah, maybe like a rock, star rock or something. Oh.
He's just got a lot of torque and he can crank those.
And it's so fast leading up to that bank that if you hit it, you're probably just going to keep going. It's not going to catch you.
Here's Joey just flexing around.
See if he can execute the long turnover.
Look
Look at that. Shot. He almost hits the pan.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, this is a Nova. And this was a crazy upshot. And sets it right there. Wow. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, that's great. It's crazy to be throwing a Nova from that far out. That's awesome.
Sean, this is... Whoa. Nice, Sean.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so the story here is that Bradley told Sean that he would give him $20 if he jump putt. His penalty stroke was on that side of the pond, obviously. And he would jump putt it into the water, which I'm sure we've all thought and joked about. But But Sean took him up on it, and he wanted to make the putt too, obviously. But it was funny enough that he just did it. So he made it easy, $20, and then goes and gives Joey a hug and shares the love. So
that's great for the cinematic feel of a JomezPro.
I mean, we got our first ever jump putt into a pond SloMez. And then of course Ryan's next and has the same lie, and they try to talk him into it, but
Ryan kind of learned. Yeah, he learned from the outcome there.
He said, "I don't need $20. I'm just gonna make it easy on myself."
Yeah, I think that's what they're kind of arguing about there. It's like, why?
Look at him. Look at Sean in the back.
Yeah.
That shirt was white before he jumped in the pond, if you remember. Now it's a little shade of brown.
Yeah, Justin would have loved to have that 3
man.
there, and Bradley, just unlucky there.
Now Joey though still.
And he gets the 3.
He played that so well. That's that's awesome.
Had a few chances at a few more 3s, but we did get at least 1 there. The double bogey, obviously. Kind of the win was out of reach by this time when he went to OB, so I think that's why he took the risk to have fun with it. So gave us a unique memory for the
that's
Pro
something
circuit.
You won't see on any video probably.
Or maybe we'll start seeing it.
Yeah, maybe once everyone watches this, and then you can start tagging us if someone wants to do that, and we'll share it on our page or something. I mean, we might have started a new thing. Ryan almost fell trying to pick up his putter, but it's all right. He made the putt.
Yeah, it's kind of a Ricky Wasaki move there.
Yeah, when you try to pick up your. Oh, there's Bradley again with a little sneak attack to the side.
All right, so I think.
Joey with the 3.
A lot of color there on this hole.
Yeah, I think our colors are one step above, so those 4s aren't bogeys and the 5s aren't doubles.
Right.
But scores are still the same.
Here's our last hole. This is Power 9 of the thing here. That pond obviously is in play. The road on the left is OB, and then it's uphill. It's a long 384.
Yeah.
So it's nice when you do get up on even sliding up to the hill, but it's an uphill putt. So this is a tough 2, but it is gettable. So I think we're going to see, I believe Joey gets his first box of the day. He's got a good little flex there.
Yeah. You got good distance, but it's a little bit right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this green is OB right in front of this golf green, but, I mean, it'd be tough for you to end up that short, especially without any trees or anything. And Bradley throwing lefty.
Yeah, if you notice, he did throw lefty in.
Not sure if he was trying to roll it or if he was just trying to flex it, but
stayed in bounds. But again, he's getting to experiment with a little bit of a lead. He can experiment with some different shots.
Yeah, he was just going for show now.
Yeah. Justin flexing there.
Oh, nice. That was a good flex.
Yeah. But again, it's a little deceiving on the distance.
Yeah, this thing's got to be more like 425 or something.
Yeah.
We're talking about another 50 feet just because it's uphill.
And again, even if you do get up there, you may be having a death putt down. So you just really want to slide up to that hill as best you can.
Ryan got a good flex on it and still got to come back.
Yeah.
That's not a bad place to be. Anywhere around that tree, I mean, it's uphill, but it's still
pretty much dead
decent.
on.
So now Sean's got to throw, I'm sure, wet hands and wet clothes.
Yeah. It's a good line from Michael giving us a new look here.
Yeah.
Slides up. That's what you want.
Yeah,
right there.
You gotta want that skip for sure. You hit it just right, and you're gonna get up there because I'm sure those.
Hey, FollowFlight.
Go with the FollowFlight.
Look, you even got the ball golfers watching up there.
Yeah, they're like, "What's going on?"
Hopefully converting some.
And see, those pine needles on the ground have got to help too with the ground play. I mean, they kind of give you a little bit more help.
So you're just on the fringe there. The Nova, just easy set that up there and hits the pole nice. Jomez boys back there doing their work. Just with the easy layup. Ryan's gonna go for it. Why not?
Oh,
and just
that's tough. Uphills. I mean, it's kind of an and move to pull it right going uphill. You kind of have to make that adjustment. Just
Joey again. I think you made him super nervous, him being on video, because that's not typical of Joey. Missing those putts.
Oh,
Sean, a little high.
Man, he's going for the birdie.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, well, he had a good showing. You know, him and Bradley did duke it out. Even Ryan was in there the whole time, too. He didn't make very many mistakes either until he went in the pond, that last hole. But still, I mean, overall, that was definitely a good time for him. Like you said, I'm sure Joey would like to have played a little better. I'm sure he's had some insane rounds out here.
Yeah.
All these guys, have. except for maybe Bradley that hasn't played here before. But it's
he made the smart plays on the course again. He saw the layout and just played the lines, and it paid off. So, all right, and of course, Bradley keeps the lead and the win.
Yeah, so there it
Everybody
is.
did their center par again. We missed out on a chance for a couple birdies, but
That's our first All-Star, last hole.
yeah.
But yeah, so Bradley with a 10 down overall, Sean 6, Joey 5, Ryan 4, and Justin the wild card +1. So
Well,
yeah, thanks everyone for watching. This was our biggest fun and all we've ever had. We had 75 people. Thanks to Spring Valley. Thanks to Northside Chain Gang. Thanks to my brother Chris for finally joining me on commentary.
Yeah, thanks for letting me be on, even getting to help you out with the players packs there, so get a little more face time there. But again, guys, be looking out for us to come into your area. We'd love to just to continue to grow the sport by showing the sport, and hopefully, if you want to be on a JomezPro in your area, please hit us up, and we'd love to try to fit it into our schedule. And so again, thanks for watching.
Thanks guys.